Hello everyone, welcome to another HR Analytics dashboard by Team Slides. In this dashboard, our purpose is to find factors influencing the satisfaction levels of employees in the company. How much average monthly hours are they spending in the company? What is their last evaluation percentage? How many of them have left the company? Number of projects that they have done collectively, you can change it to average also. Their average satisfaction level is 61.28. On the basis of the data set, we will also try to create satisfaction level distribution. Average satisfaction by what department are they in. So people from management are more satisfied than people from accounting department. Then we also have these interactive filters which you can apply to see the performance of different departments. You can also see their salary band wise performance, like people who are in higher salary band, are they more satisfied than people who are in medium or low salary band. Satisfaction by number of projects they have done, by time spent in the company in years, and satisfaction level by salary band, obviously, as I stated. So this is something that you can also create. You will learn how to create that with this simple data set. I will provide you the data set. So now let's get it started. So the data set that we are using in this project is HR comma separated file, which is basically information of employee satisfaction level in company. So like their last evaluation when it was done, number of projects that they have done, their average monthly hours, time spent in the company, work accident if any, have they left the company, yes or no, have they received any promotion in the last 5 years, what department are they in, and what is their salary band. It is low, medium, high, etc. And on the basis of these different parameters, their satisfaction level is given. So in this type of data set, we can select attrition or left as a target field or satisfaction level. So for attrition on a similar kind of database, we already did a tutorial. This time we will see how can we do something for a more continuous type of output, that is satisfaction level. And that's why this type of analysis can be used for creating a regression model in machine learning. So we will start with that. So we will open Power BI desktop, and in Power BI desktop we will go to get data, and from get data we will connect the text CSV file where we have the HR employee satisfaction level file. We will connect it, and after connecting it we will load it and see if every field and their headers are properly aligned, and we will simply load the data. Now we have the data ready. We will go to view tab, and from here we can select a theme. Let's say we want to go with any other theme, for example this one. And first of all, in our customize current theme, we will go to page background. Let's select a page background. We will do this project with a dark page background. So we will reduce the transparency to 10% and apply. Now it's up to you, you can change the background, but first of all we will insert a text box. This text box will display what we are trying to do here. Basically we are trying to find out employee satisfaction level analysis in HR data. So first of all we will write that title. So the title that we are going with this project is HR dashboards factor influencing satisfaction level. Let's make it 28 and bold. And the color of our font that we will use will be a light color. And here we will go to effects tab, from where we will remove the background, so it will make it transparent. Let's align it to center, and for this we can also give a simple visual border in the same color and give it 12 or 14 pixel shape, so it will give us a rounded corner. So this is HR dashboard, factors influencing satisfaction level. We can try to add one image also here. So let's say we are doing it for this institute where you can learn data analysis, so you can just add that image as a logo here and just try to copy the formatting and apply it here. So this is our dashboard now. First part is done, and we will save this project. So not in insurance data, we will save it in HR employee satisfaction analysis. This data set was used in one of our projects where we explained how to do multiple linear regression analysis, also in logistic regression. So you can view that tutorial as well. And if you are just interested in Power BI, so you can just keep it there. So we are just keeping it as HR satisfaction.pbix file. And now let's start creating the dashboard. Because our target field in this particular case that we are keeping is satisfaction level, and in satisfaction level you can see we have very low satisfaction level to a very high satisfaction level. Obviously this can be expressed as a percentage also. We can simply call it a percentage. So you can see in terms of percentage also you can do that by just pressing here, and let's see, it's optional but I'm just showing you. So we can create a simple satisfaction level distribution to see how many employees have shown what kind of satisfaction level in the company based on survey. We will use a stack column chart here, and in the stacked column chart we will just use it like this, or just start creating from here. And here first of all we will bring the, before doing anything we will just create a new group of the satisfaction level, and this will start creating some bins, and the bin size that we want to use here is based on number of bins. Currently there are 50 bins, like for satisfaction level from 0 to 100 bins, there are 50 bins, and sum of bin size is 0.0182. Let's say we want to create only 10 bins, so bin size will become this, and we will click OK, and then we will bring the satisfaction level to x-axis, and on y-axis we will simply count how many employees are there. Currently we don't have that information, that obviously we can count anything here, and we can count non-distinct values, so that will automatically show us total number of rows. Let's create a very simple DAX measure, and this will be employees or something, employees count or whatever you want to call. So, and let's call it count only, and we will use a function called count rows here, and the table name which is HR comma separated. We will just apply it like this, and now we will just bring the count here. So when you will bring count, because it's a measure, it shows how many employees do we have, and on the basis of satisfaction level you can see in the 72.7% bin we have most number of people, that is 2000 plus. Then in 1998 81% bin we have close to 2000 people. So this is a simple count of satisfaction level bin as which is given, but we will just call it satisfaction level distribution. We will align it to center, Now it's your choice whether you want to keep these charts as transparent or not. If you want, you can go to General tab, Effects, and from here you can introduce some transparency here. Okay, so let's say 85% transparent. And in these charts also, what we can do, we can go to General tab and create some kind of borders. So we have a visual border. Let's select a visual border color and 14 pixel as the rounded shape. When we are doing this, so you can see we are hardly able to see these things. So first of all, in columns, the color that we can choose can be a lighter color, or this maybe. Okay, and for title, x-axis and y-axis. So in title there are two things: values. Let's select a light color for values, and in title there is this axis value, so we can select a different color for that. Okay, so this is for x-axis. Similarly for y-axis we have values and title. So this way you can create one of them, and then when we will copy, we don't have to repeat these steps. And here we can simply select one of these colors, make them bold. So this is satisfaction level distribution. Okay, and we can now create a copy of it. After creating the copy, we can try to create more graphs. So this is how you can do that. We can also bring some card visuals over here, and in these card visuals we can display some KPIs. So first of all, we'll copy the same formatting here, and in these card visuals, let's say what is the average. We can do everything that is given here. Okay, so for example, what is average monthly hours? So what is the average of average monthly hours that they have spent in the company? And here we will disable the category label. In title we will just enable average monthly hours. Okay, and for value, 45 may be too big, so we will just choose 35, and for value we can select a different type of color. Okay, so this is average monthly hours. Then we can also see on the basis of last evaluation, what is their average last evaluation value. These type of things will help us in finding out. So last evaluation is also in percentage. Yeah, so we will just change it to percentage as well. So what was last evaluation of each employee? What was their average last evaluation in the entire company? So we will just go average, and looks decent, 72% closely. So we can say average last evaluation. Okay, which is 71.61%. When we will create interactive filters, so for different type of departments, for different type of salary brands, you will be able to see that average distribution. Then we also have, this is average last evaluation, and then we have how many of them have left, right? So we can say 3571. Here we will use sum as the function. So we will say left the company, or we can also call it attrition. So these will be those number of people who left the company. Okay, then total number of projects done by them, so we can just add it here. So on the basis of these things we can create our simple KPI charts, and these KPI charts will help us in finding out which departments are more effective, which departments have more attrition rate, which department have more satisfaction level. So you'll be able to count that. And Lastly, important thing, what is the average satisfaction level? So I have see, I have just put 4 or 5 KPIs here. You can also put different number of KPIs. You can find out average or sum of each of them. So this is average attrition. This is average satisfaction level, right? Average satisfaction level, which is 61.28%. On the basis of this, we can say out of all employees, 61.28%, they are 61.28% satisfied with the company, their policy, their work ethics, etc., etc. Now we can, what I am trying to do is I am trying to create 3 charts here and put filters over here. So for example, department or salary band can be used as a filter. So we will use a simple slicer over here, and in the slicer we will apply the same styling. So format painter, apply it here, and now in the slicer we will bring department, because this is a categorical field for us. We have these many departments. In slicer setting you can show it as a tile. We have accounting, HR, IT, marketing, etc. For slicer header we can choose a different font color, make it bold, and choose a better font size. And this you can see, so we have values and their background. So these backgrounds should be this also, right? And their font color should be something darker. So now we have everything as per the theme. Let's say in accounting department. In accounting department, on an average, they work 201 monthly hours. Their last evaluation is 71.77. 204 have left the company. Okay, so I have some information that I have to change here. This is number of projects. Sometimes I forget to change the title. So number of projects that they have done. If you want to see number of projects on an average per employee, so you can select average, right? So this is also you can bring. So 2934 is the number of projects that they have done in accounting and their average satisfaction level. So this way you can find out their different properties. Now we can create another filter here, and in this filter we can bring the salary band. The salary band, looks like my kid is suggesting some visuals. Never mind. So here we will just bring the salary band here, and either high, medium or low salary band can be shown here. So here you can see, because titles are very small, so we can just ignore this for now. And here we can also just display a simple drop down like high, low or medium. Okay, so this is salary band. And here also what I will do, in slicer header I will just change salary, and I will, other things are good. So if you want to bring other filters you can bring here, and or you want to introduce some or add some text box here, like what you are doing or something related to your company. Or for example, since I am a data analytics trainer, so you can learn data analytics at Slide School. If you want, you can enroll in our online classes. We also have free demo classes available. Anytime you can join to see and learn things from scratch. Now, coming back to our dashboard. So now we have satisfaction level distribution in salary band wise. Let's say if their salary is medium, their satisfaction level 62, low or high, it is a little bit higher. So this these parameters do have some kind of effect on our main target field that we are considering here, which is average satisfaction level. The next chart that we can bring or build is average satisfaction by department. It can be a bar chart, axis, department on x-axis and average satisfaction on y-axis. And the purpose of this chart will be to identify departments with low or high satisfaction. So, whenever you are creating a dashboard and visuals, just write it somewhere what is your purpose and why you are doing that, right? So when you will write the purpose, then your exploratory analysis will be better. So obviously on x-axis this time we will not bring satisfaction level bins, nor we will bring count here. We'll bring department to x-axis, and on y-axis we will see their average satisfaction level. So you can see across all departments it is very close, right? And here you can see management is 62.13. Some random department it is, what is this department, R&D, research and development maybe, and this is sales support. So from here you can find out, and this is support, then we have technical. So highest is in management. So you can see that in management we have the highest average satisfaction, but you can also select something like variance here. So variance wise in accounting you can see variance is higher, and in management it is lower. That's why the average satisfaction value is very close. So uh, by variance you will be able to understand in which departments you have a very high set, you have too much difference between different sample values that we have. So if you want you can keep variance as your field as well, and this will be nothing but we'll call it average satisfaction by department. So let's change the title here to average satisfaction by department. These charts are overlapping if we create 3 copies. So in properties we can see the width is 330. Let's try width 300 for all of them. So here also 300 and here also 300. Now we will have some space to work with. So I think 310 will also work. Okay. So this way we can, instead of changing them manually, we can just change it from here. 310, 310 and 310. Maybe 315 will also work, and I will do it later. So this is how we can create 3 rows, 3 columns in the first row. Next we have is we can create satisfaction level versus last evaluation and type scatter plot. Why scatter plot? Because these two are, if you will see, satisfaction level is also a continuous value here, and last evaluation is also in percentage, right? So average is 71%. So because these two are numerical values, so we have to show them as uh, a scatter point. We can also show distribution, etc. But when you have to show two numerical values, we can show them as a scatter point. So we will put last evaluation on x-axis and say don't summarize. That's what we do when we are creating a scatter plot, and satisfaction level also we will say don't summarize. So here you can see average of satisfaction by department. So from here we are hardly able to find out anything. So let's put on y-axis the average satisfaction value. So on the basis of last evaluation, what is their average satisfaction value that we have done here, and we can say that if their last evaluation score is increasing as per this arrangement, Also we can go to add further analysis and add a trend line here. For the trend line also we can select a light color so that we can view it. We can use a dotted line, etc. So this is how you can see the average satisfaction by last evaluation. And what is the purpose? You can explore correlation between satisfaction and performance evaluations. That means if an employee has a better evaluation, then that employee will be satisfied. So this is satisfaction level versus last evaluation. Next, what we can do is we can also create satisfaction level by salary brand or salary band, sorry. And type can be a box plot or a bar chart. Understand if salary levels impact satisfaction. So for that, I will just create a chart like this. And here I will just use a clustered bar chart. So not here, but here. I will just use a cluster bar chart, and the salary bands that we have are high, low or medium. So in this chart on y-axis we will put the salary band, and on x-axis we will bring average satisfaction level. So you can see when the salary band is high, average of satisfaction level is also more, which we saw by applying these filters, and we can see it here without applying any filter. In charts like this we can also enable data label, and we can say position is auto, inside end for all of them, and for value we can make them bold so that we can view properly. So for different salary bands you have those values, and obviously here when we have axis, right, so we can make it bold, choose a higher color, higher font size. If possible it will automatically apply that. So this way we will be able to see the chart properly. So this is satisfaction level distribution, not, this is actually satisfaction level by salary band, and that we can put as a title. Now since we are going to create only two rows, so we can increase the height of these charts so that we can visualize them in a more proper way. So this is okay. Next, what we can do, we can also try to find out satisfaction by number of projects. It can be a line or bar chart. The purpose will be to check how project workload affects satisfaction. So if people have more workload, are they more satisfied? That can be a case, or they are not satisfied with more workload. So on the basis of that, we can create a simple line chart. We can just format the data. On x-axis we will bring number of project, and on y-axis we will bring average satisfaction level. So we will bring average satisfaction level. The data points that we have, first of all we will change their value color so that we can properly see them, okay, percentage wise. And optionally the line that you have, for this line also you can change a color. Currently it is dark green. We can select this color, which is also from the palette, and this is average satisfaction level by number of projects, and we can give it a better title like satisfaction by number of projects. So in title let's change that. We can also just convert it into a area chart. Obviously when we are using an area chart, the color has been changed, so we'll just change it back to what we initially projected. So now what we are getting from here, 47.8% is average satisfaction level of people who have less number of projects. People who have 4 projects are more satisfied, and it is very low for those people who have 7 projects. Like, so their preferred number of projects is either 3, 4, or 5. That's what we can tell from it. And if you have more insights that you are getting from this kind of data set, so you can share it with us in the comment section as well. We'll be happy to look what you want to say here. Then one more thing, we want to see department wise, like how department is affecting satisfaction level. Okay, so we have already done that, sorry. So by department we have already done. We can also change it as a simple donut chart, but let's keep it like that. Now, most of them have spent a lot of time in the company. So for that, we will simply create a new group. Minimum value is 2, maximum is 10. Let's say we will prepare only 4 bins here. So bin size will be 0.16. I want to bring 4. Yeah. So bin size will be 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. will be the values of time spent in the company. And on the basis of their time spent, number of years they spent in the company, we will try to find out their average satisfaction level. So we will simply copy the format painter from here, and we will bring, so now we have created this group. We can also create this group by, like, we can say if they have spent 2 or less number of years in the company, we can say new joinees or freshers or something like that. And then mid experience level, high experience, very high experience, or you can just use groups like this. And in values we will just bring satisfaction level and average value. So here we have average satisfaction level by time spent in company. Let's change it. So satisfaction by time spent. Now we are not able to see the values because of transparent background. So we will go to detail labels, values, and choose a color that we can see properly. And then you can decide if you want to keep this red color or not. For that we have slices. So for the experienced person, like someone who has 8 to 10 years of experience, their average satisfaction level is 65.95 and 27.04% of them are there. Then for 2% of, for experience level of 2, they come second. People who are in mid range, like 6 years or 4 years, people with who are 4 years, are only 50% of them are satisfied. That's what we can get from here. So we can select something like this color, orange, and maybe this color. This is legend, so legend text is also not visible, so we can select a legend text color. So this is time spent, not time spent, time spent. So this is our basic HR analytics dashboard, which can be useful for obviously HR and useful for the management team also. If management team is seeing too many people leaving the company, or if the management team is seeing that they are not, in various department heads are saying that their employees are not satisfied enough, and that's why it is kind of affecting the overall performance of the company. And for various purpose, this analysis dashboard can be used. Obviously, in any other company, data set may not look like this. It can be, there can be different fields, but you can choose one field as your target field and you can start seeing what is the effect of that field on other values. So that's our simple dashboard tutorial for you. I hope you like this tutorial. If you have any suggestions, if you have any comments, please share them in the comment section and we'll be happy to communicate with you. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.